Okay, and it's coming over pretty good. Let me know if it's lagging, and someone mute
Of course, there's
themselves.
gonna be a small delay on the thing. So, oh my god, I'm up to 274 scrap. Okay,
Okay,
I'm gonna buy full shields.
I'm
Now I'm
gonna
down to 34.
I'm gonna check the stream
Why'd I do
again.
that? I didn't even go to a store and see what they had. Okay, I'm up to all four shields now.
Okay, cool. So Skype is being recorded.
Sweet.
Is the stream laggy at all, guys?
Let me see.
I don't think it is. It doesn't look like it.
This is my best game of FTL ever. Other than weapon-wise, I'm doing poorly there, but I'm already at 4 shields, and I'm on Sector 5.
Okay, I'm gonna disable my audio and see how it sounds.
Okay.
Alrighty then. So I'm going as the Zoltan ship with the halberd beam and the Leto rocket launcher, missile launcher, whatever you want to fucking call it.
With Jared Leto?
Jared Leto, yes. And particularly what I like to do when it comes to strategy for FTL, I like to get as much combat as possible. So I'll particularly, if there's a pirate controlled or an enemy controlled zone, I'll...
Alright, so is this a new game that you started yet?
Yeah,
Starting the game.
this is a new
Did
game.
you name all your people yet?
No, I haven't seen my people either. I've got
No,
6 people
shit.
named.
Let's name my people then.
Oh my god, 4?
Should I restart?
I
Should I
need scrap.
restart? Nah, fuck
No.
Oh, yeah, you
can
need to
rename
name your
right
people.
now. You go to
Yeah,
your
I need to
ship,
restart.
and then you can click on their names and rename
Oh
them.
yeah. Okay, I can do that.
Chaos, what do you want me to name my
For
people? I've
yourself,
got
attack
6
and
people
escape.
here to be named.
Bribe the rebels to release this.
Name it all the people who are not here now.
I like that idea. I'm gonna take a screenshot of it and post it later.
Oh, hold on. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna restart because I'm in a battle.
Okay. I'm gonna rename it to 6 people who are not here now, so...
I'm naming my crew after the people who stuck with me.
I'm naming it after the people who left us. The Abandoners. Be like my stream, that's not being streamed. Okay, so my stream will be of Low Zelda.
Tejan.
I've got Wobblewave.
And
Should I say Mr. Fusion?
what would you prefer, Jack? Shadowhound or
Shadow. Just do Shadow.
Shadow? Okay.
Okay.
There
Low
we
Zelda,
go.
Wobblewave, Mr. Fusion. They all abandoned us. Who else has abandoned us?
Okay, let's see the hotkey here. What's that? Return.
I gotta see who's on Skype, who's not in the call right now.
I'm gonna
TJ
save
and still in the-
stations.
Ray.
Hit
Ray.
play. I'm gonna jump through, and there we go.
I need 4 people, or 2 more people. I'm at Low Zelda, Wobblewave, Mr. Fusion, and Ray. Who else abandoned us tonight?
Reject their offer. That's right, bitch. We're going to war. I don't have enough power
Zach.
for.
Who else abandoned us?
I don't know who else abandoned us.
No. I'll do Terry Eye and Darkwind Ray.
Yeah, there you go.
I'll do the other 2 in the thing, so.
Alrighty. So I'm going up against a pirate fighter that's very weak for where it's at. As the Zoltan, you immediately want to increase reactor power and get that halberd beam a working because it's one of your best weapons you have. And if you don't have it, you're in trouble.
Cool.
They have a pike beam, so they can't penetrate our shields, but they do have a large missile, so if they or a large laser, so if they time the large laser to break the shield and then use the pike beam, you're done.
What time are we playing Fibbage?
What time are we playing Fibbage? I don't know.
We're playing Fibbage at,
That would be 9.
9. Ooh,
Fibbage is at 9 a.m. Central, 10 Eastern.
So if we, like, for example, if something that you didn't want, if you didn't want to play for the 2 hours leading into the morning, or whatever, you know, if you need to go to bed or something, then we could easily switch over to Fibbage at, like, 8:30 or something.
I just really want to take a nap.
Exactly. So
TJ, you gave up on us. nap.
So no, so
I'll be back in 2 hours.
Don't make me get a new crew member and put you as one of the people who abandoned.
so I mean, I could find a different
Oh my
game
God,
to
up
do
to
until
112.
Is that okay? You don't mind?
That's fine. That's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Okay.
TJ, go to sleep.
I'm just gonna quick nap.
Okay. Quick nap, sleep for.
I'll be back
eternity.
for fibbage.
So what do you think, guys? Take everything we have and let's forget this happened. Accept their offer. 2 missiles, 1 drone part, 13 scrap. I have 8 missiles. I don't really have anything for drone parts, and I'm sure I can get way more scrap if I just kill them.
1, 2, 3. How? What? Well, I can actually buy the last. No, there's one that I already have.
I'm gonna not. I'm
For getting all the 6 people.
not gonna accept their surrender. Just kill them. It's a little laggy. Is it a laggy? Do you guys think it's a little laggy? Did you check that?
I don't think. No, Zach, you might see it's laggy, but then that will just increase how laggy it is. Like I can see your mouse movements fine.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. If I don't get 2 missiles out of this, or at least 2 missiles out of this deal, I'll be very vexed.
Yeah, the shields went down fine. Everything went down fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah, see, when that shield's charging up and it's not fully, like, protecting me, that's the same opportunity you can use to, if you have a pike beam, to do a lot of damage across a lot of rooms. That's the advantage over the pike beam versus the halberd beam, is the halberd beam can pierce shields to a certain extent, but it doesn't have as much range as a pike beam does. Which is weird, but whatever. And now I can jump, I get no missiles and more scrap, but I guess I'm okay with that. Fucking fine. I can. There we go. I can now use the halberd beam, save up on missiles. Taking no damage so far, like a boss. But I'll be relatively powerful in this sector, in the next 2 sectors, until, you know, against any ships that we have combat with, of course. A ship with capricious pirate markings is orbiting a nearby moon, broadcasting a simple message claiming to have equipment available for sale. Hail the ship, attack him before he can attack. Let's do that. It's obvious, and look, guess what? Pirate Scout. Okay. There we go. We're gonna hit those 3 rooms with our pike, or excuse me, halberd beam. So how's everybody doing?
Good.
That's good to hear. What about you, Chaos?
Pretty nice for this sort of time. Like I'm not feeling really tired anymore.
Still in the land of the living?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
You guys are usually up. Oh wow, it's 5 a.m. No, I'm not.
Well, I would be asleep
I'd
by now
be
if I was
going to bed.
going to sleep, and I might be waking up if it was like work time.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I have school, I'll be waking up in an hour 30 minutes. But I don't. It's
Halberd beam.
Screw.
So how often have you played this?
FTL? A lot.
Yeah.
What's your time on Steam? Let me see, Zach.
Uh,
Right now, I'm at 12 hours total, and Zach is at.
Okay, so
Steam's being stupid. I'll let you know once it pulls up.
okay, no worries. So yeah, so I target the missiles, and it was just a tertiary bonus to get the oxygen.
What
'cause that's-
difficulty level is?
Zach, you're at
is it
44
right now?
hours, so you're at a ton. You're at quite a bit. FTL games take about half an hour usually,
Yeah, so I've played
so that's
quite
about
a bit.
88 games of FTL.
Yeah.
Oh, Amanda wants to know how our goal's going. Chaos, want to check how much money we made so
Who
far?
said that?
Amanda. So.
We are at the goal where you'll be seeing a video of me shaving my head. That's for fucking
Yeah.
sure.
We're over 1,000, but
I can check the gold.
Oh, they jumped. I
So
mean,
what are the names that you provided?
Chaos, Tejan, Shadow, and then once I get more team members or crew members, I'll add Amanda, Dark, Lozelda,
Well, right now I have Low Zelda, Wellblade, Mr. Fusion, Raid, Terry Eye, and Darkmoon Ray. So
They jumped.
We still have we just need $400 more. We're at 78% of our goal. I think that's
what's
really
the number? Like, what's the exact number?
1,175.
Nice.
And Chaos is eligible for poster and sponsorship, so if you want to win a raffle as well, Amanda, all you have to do is donate $5.
She's not listening to the stream, she's just talking to me.
Oh, never mind that.
Yeah, I mean, you can send her a message, I'll let her know.
Send him a message.
Okay, now in this scenario, I'm going to be targeting the shields and just hitting as many rooms as I can in the process to do more damage. That last ship escaped me because I didn't take out its engine or its pilot.
Did you see the donation levels that you could choose?
My god, Zach, I just want to point out, I'm in the 5th sector. All 4 shields, 5 weapons, 4 engine, full health, 152 scrap.
Ooh, ion pulse, not good. That's not bad at all.
I'm like, this is amazingly...
Yeah,
full shields, 152 scrap for whatever I want. I'm about to enter the 6th.
I wish your run the best of luck, and this pike drone is going to do murder.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna...
Oh my god, and I just got another
Okay.
person.
Nice.
I just got another...
What I like about this new mode that's enabled is that now that people run like just secondary systems like your doors and your oxygen and your cameras, it'll increase the level without it having to put reactor power into it, so that's cool. I'm still in danger. The ion pulse is shitty, especially if you're in a combat situation, because if the opponent has a faster weapon, they can do all kinds of damage to you. I would love a fire beam in an ion situation because you just set fire to the whole ship. We're gonna jump. We're gonna go to the exit.
Up and shout?
No, we're not gonna jump up and shout.
Scream it out. Oh, oh. Pay. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Pay their toll, reject their offer. Fuck you, bitch.
Has anyone ever paid the toll? Like, I
It's
wonder
a
what
pirate. They're just. They're.
No, but I'm wondering,
So,
like, if any person
what does happen if you pay the toll?
They let me go by without any combat, but I need scrap, so I'm okay with.
I mean, it's
combat.
always worth. Yeah, it's. You're
But what
always
if you
gonna fight.
accidentally get yourself defeated?
That's a risk I'm willing to take. Your lives are meaningless. I'm a devil, captain. Well, if you don't have enough scrap to buy weapons or supplies or upgrade your ship, you won't last it in the later game. So you need to.
Tejan,
Yeah,
like
I realized that
Tejan's send-off was the tweet that he made, I'm guessing.
What I would do always when I first played was I would just rush towards the end as fast as I could to get as far as I could, and then I realized, oh, I'm not even powerful enough to fight these guys. Well, crap. So what you have to end up doing is going and fighting as many people as you can. The more scrap you get, the more people you fight, the more powerful you are. So.
Okay, so as long as they're not, and it'll let me know when they're powering up their FTL drive or their faster than light drive. So I'll be able to take out their engine, or at least do some damage to slow them
2
down.
missiles? No, I'm not gonna accept that. Later on in the game, you want more missiles than 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
But why?
I mean, I can buy more.
That's just a waste of scrap, though.
I mean, yeah, I got 2 jumps, 1 drone, and 49 scrap. No missiles. But I'm at 201 surplus scrap. Zoltan or NG Homeworlds?
Whichever one
It doesn't-
provides more combat.
They're both green.
Ah,
so
that sucks.
they both will and go to a red.
I will
The
always.
exact same one. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Zoltan.
Yeah, go to
I'm gonna go to
Zoltan.
Zoltan. Hopefully I can get the...
There's a possibility of you getting a quest that'll let you get the Zoltan shield augment anyway.
exactly what I'm going for.
Nice. Okay, three fuel. I have 16 fuel, so that's not really a enticing offer.
Now I'm scared because I'm out of missiles.
6 missiles.
I'm out of missiles. I'm actually scared
Giving
right
me
here.
11 scrap. No, we will not accept your surrender. I will accept your death, pirate scum.
Why would you do that?
I'm a ruthless captain. They are charging innocent ships and bystanders tolls that they probably couldn't afford in the first place. And then when I reject their toll, they decide to fire upon my ship and endangering the lives of my crew. So these guys can go to hell, and I'll send them there myself.
Man, I am so powerful.
I am both a ruthless and loving captain. Don't you forget it, Cass.
So, do you, at this beginning of the game, do you choose, like, your ships, or what do you actually get to
there's
choose?
multiple ships. I think there's 10 styles of ship, maybe 11.
Yeah, somewhere around there, and
7 missiles, I'm taking it.
based on what you unlock.
Do you only get to start with one?
You start with the Kestrel, which is the basic Federation ship
Which
with
is the
human
one that
crew.
Is it? Could you beat everything on this with this basic ship?
With the Kestrel?
Yeah, you can, on the first ship, you can upgrade to get any single item. Every ship can get every other item, but it's your starting items that you get. So, like, if I want to, when I go to any store, the store works by you get scrap from other ships that you defeat.
Run away.
And you can spend your scrap there to buy parts.
Okay,
so
they shot at me.
Some of the starting ships, their reactors have, your shields are higher on the Zoltan ship than the regular Kestrel ship. So how your starting layout is and what items you have is different between ships and their ship's layout. So, yeah, if I want the Zoltan ship, I've got to increase the shield at my beginning compared to the regular default cruiser.
Yeah.
But I also have less weaponry.
For right now, I haven't even exited the second sector, or the first sector, I should say. And what I want to do... So I want to do this.
Why are there so many
you blew up another ship. How could you?
I mean, I'm doing it for you guys. Don't you guys want to live and triumph over evil?
Nah.
Okay.
What's that warning line?
What do you mean?
When you looked at the map of the planet thing?
Oh, that will let you know certain things about ships. And
just says
locations.
it's like warning. A warm front is coming from the west.
I can
I don't
guarantee
know.
you
It's
didn't
just
see warm from coming. There's might be like stars or asteroid fields.
Yeah. Well,
where, like,
he was talking about this, like the jump map where you plot your course or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like
that
a,
will sometimes.
it looks like a weather. It looks like a
On the left
weather
side
map
of the screen.
indicator.
So right now, what the plot of the game is, you're a Federation cruiser, and you're trying to outpace the rebels, and the rebels are coming in a giant front, and your ship is designed to deliver the message that they're coming, and so you have to outrun them.
Sort of
And so
like
you're trying to get
Paul
back to your
Revere.
base. Yeah, pretty much. And you have to run back to the base. And so your goal is to beat the other thing. And so the big, like, red wave is the rebels. They're just coming in a giant wave.
Yeah.
And if you get caught behind them, it's really, really difficult because you're dealing with extremely powerful ships from all of their guys there.
I would rather.
So the red-
So if it's a, I mean, I know it always is better to be prepared, but what difference would a little bit of information, like right before they get their due?
It
No,
just means the
but-
rebels are constantly on your back, so there'll be one jump behind you. So the more distance you get from them, the easier it is to access shops and purchase new items, get into more combat to gain more scrap, and to, afford the items you want to purchase. So, like, if there's a shop 2 jumps away, I can take those 2 jumps and maybe earn enough scrap to see if my shop's even worthwhile and purchase
Seeing
an
that,
item.
like, once you get to the end, hey, you're 3 turns in front of the people right there. That doesn't make much of a difference compared to...
You'll see in this current sector that I'm in, there's like 3 jumps and then a store. So what I could do is I can take this beacon and then that beacon and then go back to the store to see if I can purchase something.
Ice shields. Oh well. I can just jump away. I don't need this one. Oh sweet, 2
If you
stores
just
right
sat,
there.
is it like time based? So if you just
It's
sat
very
here,
good.
no, as in if you just sat there without doing an action, would it move you to the next turn?
I don't think so unless you hit
Zach,
the
I can
weight.
buy cloaking.
Nice. That's what I would suggest if I were you.
Okay, fully healed. I want to buy some missiles.
Mm.
There's 2 stores like back to back right now. Yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna buy cloaking. I'll be sure.
There we go.
Buy missiles. I don't need any of those. Jump.
Okay, and this next
Oh.
enemy you'll see on the stream here, Chaos, is someone. It'll say enemy FTL charging. So what I need to do to keep them from fleeing is damage their engine or their pirate, or excuse me, their captain bay where the little chair is. So now that their engine's damaged, I can go for their drone, which is taking out my Zoltan shield. It won't penetrate my actual shield, but
Shields up.
yeah, exactly. And then I just do nice clean 3 or 4 damage there. I use 1 more missile. Kind of want to save your missiles. I just want to ensure that they don't escape.
How's all of our health doing?
You guys are all at green health. You're perfectly fine.
If
No.
you're running low on health, then you can go to the
Medical bay.
medical base. So the plus mark, you can send people there.
Does your ship have to be damaged for us to be damaged?
No. Sometimes there are certain weapons that it's like a smart bomb. It'll teleport into the ship, and it can particularly just kill crew. And
Yeah,
and you
there's-
can use those kinds of weapons to gain more scrap if you leave the ship intact and just kill the crew, as well. You can get a higher reward, but it's a higher risk because those weapons
it's really
have
hard to
low
actually kill
accuracy.
just the crew.
You have to have your camera at a higher level. I want to encounter a slaver so I can get them to surrender and give me a free crew member.
Yeah, I've hit
I
2
love
of those.
those
I've
guys.
got 7. I've got 7 crew
What's
members.
the most crew members you've had at one time then?
This is the most I've had. I have 7 right now.
4, 5. Yeah, I've had like 6. This is probably the highest I've had. Now I could. They're gonna fly away. I'm not letting that happen.
Hey, what should I rename my last person that I just got?
There we go.
I've got another person.
Delayed.
Do someone else from the forum thread.
Web wave?
I already have him.
Oh, you already have web wave, huh?
Yeah, give me someone else.
Tijin?
I
Lucas.
don't have TJ, you, or Chaos because they're still here.
Yeah.
Lucas.
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 Yeah,
Lucas?
I'll do Lucas.
Jean.
Actually, I'll do Wartburg because he was on the thing tonight already.
Jean-Luc Picard.
Jean-Luc Picard.
USS Enterprise.
There we go. And death to the rebel scum.
I can only hold 1 more crew member.
It's really interesting, the games that, like, in Star Wars the Empire is supposed to be bad. In this game it
Yeah,
seems
this
the
is the only
Empire
thing.
is seen as good.
If
Yeah.
you watch, he put out a thing where he made the what's it called? The Millennium Falcon. And he pointed out that it's awkward because you're playing as a rebel ship and you're trying to delay the rebels.
Yeah. It's
Like the roles have switched.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Oh, and there's other advantages to powering up and leveling up your ship. Like, I haven't visited any stores. I've just been focusing on increasing the level of my ship because I feel like in the earlier districts or sectors, I should say, it's easier to just get by with the starting weapons for the Zoltan ship than it is the later sectors. So I kind of want
How
to...
often can you choose to visit a shop whenever you're not in combat?
No,
Yeah.
there's sometimes that a shop will appear, then you can visit it. If no shop appears, well, you better hope you can make it for a while.
Yeah.
I've had 2 sectors in a row where there were no shops, and then I
Yep.
just had 2 shops right next to each other.
Yeah.
I've had 4 shops in a row once where I could just go shop, 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 shop.
But yeah, and each shop will carry different weapons, crew,
Upgrades to the
supplies.
ship itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that too.
No, Ray is dying right now. Ray, please.
Send her to that medical bay. And sometimes what you can do is you can manage power on your ship as well. For example, if I didn't have enough power to power my shields, I could power down my medical bay and
Why am I not using
put it
cloaking?
into my
Forgot
shields.
about that.
And then when it's safe after the battle, I have some crew members that are injured, I can depower my second layer of shields and then put it into my medical bay. So this rock ship's done for. It's a pirate scout, but it's also...
Leave them alone, Zach. What did they do to you?
They attacked me, man. I'm not the bad guy here. I'm just trying to... the British are coming, and then
Technically
this
you are.
asshole comes in, and he's like, no, do this thing or die. I'm like, no, fuck you. You die.
No, fuck you. Why you know? Yes, hit him.
Suck his die.
No, I hit the engine and he still jumped.
Oh,
I hit him
God.
with the iron thing and it still jumped.
There we go.
Oh shit.
I want to save my missiles for the final fight because missiles are very important. That final boss has
I've got
four
5 missiles, so.
has 4 layers of shields. I'm about to get my second layer of shields, and I think I'm on sector 2.
Oh my god, that's a lot of fire.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm at 5 missiles. I'm regretting using them all right now on earlier fights.
Yeah, you gotta save those, man. If you're the Kestrel, it's a little harder, but if you're the Zoltan, you can get away with it if
How
you
much
have
does
enough
cloaking
power.
upgrade cost? Only 30? Oh my god, it only costs 80 more to fully upgrade cloaking. I'm gonna be so set for this fight. I'll have full
Boom!
cloaking easily.
Ah, victory is ours. We get to live another day. Okay, now I know I could increase now. No, we already have a second level of doors. Let's
Oh, I haven't upgraded my doors at all.
let's invade. Oh, if you get near Mantis homeworlds, you're gonna be fucked.
I'm not. I'm in the last 2 sectors. There's no point. Just
Okay, well people will still fucking teleport, and if you can't
Yeah, I've had 2 people teleport out of my ship, but I've got
depressurize
7
the
crew
can.
members.
And
I've got
there's
7 crew members. I just there's a section here where there's a 4 and a 3 back to back. There's multiple sections of those on this ship. If you just send them to one of them with 4 and one of them in a group of 3, the people just survive.
yeah.
If they get close, I just send them all out of the room and into another set of 4
Yeah.
behind the set of 3. So it's really not that hard. They'll take down all my systems if they need to.
But
They
if your
use
crew survive and you kill them in the process, that's fine.
Yeah, that's what happens. I've had that happen every time, where I've
Yeah.
not lost a crew member yet.
A Federation encrypted signal is being broadcast from a nearby planet. Option 1, send an away party to investigate. Option 2, could be a trap, let's move on. Could be a trap, let's move on. So, that random event, it could have been a benefit. I could have gotten like a weapon schematic or extra scrap or even a crew member, but at the same time, it's like a 50-50. And
I always risk it.
An NG ship is in the vicinity. Seeing you jump in armed to the teeth immediately broadcasts its surrender. Subject goal: wealth, NG motivation, survival. Transfer of goods acceptable. Explain that you're friendly. Accept their offer of surrender. Nice. So I mean, there's I don't know. I'm okay with keeping the current crew I have because they're powering the systems I need them to power. And you guys are slowly getting skills in, demand the surrender of their goods, avoid the ship, continue. It was a small, like for example, that instance that I just did right now, it was a small rebel ship that was outfitted for smuggling, and it wasn't fit for combat, and it was just smuggling goods to a civilian planet who their base, due to the rebels, lost their supply line. So I'm not going to attack a ship like that, even though I could get more resources. Morally, I feel like, you know what, they're doing a good thing. They're not going to hurt me. I'm not going to hurt them.
And if you base your decisions off morals, you won't win the game.
Well, for someone who's played 48 hours or whatever...
How many times you won again?
I've almost won once.
Almost.
How many times have you almost won?
I've almost won twice, but I've only... the first time I hit the final boss was yesterday.
I hate
and I hit him
Nebulas.
4 times in a row.
Nebulas are the worst.
So, I hit him for the first time yesterday and hit him 4 times in a row.
Nice.
And now I am about to hit him again. And so, I've also only played 12 hours.
True.
For the entire... So that's, like, had I been started the game and then had been playing this entire time. I'm at cloaking level 2, by the way.
Nice. That's... I'm telling you, late game, when you're at that rebel
I'm in the
flagship...
7th sector. 7th sector was Rock Homeworlds.
Yeah, Rock Homeworld's cool. Oh, and what I love about FTL is it's a roguelike, so every run's different.
I said roguelite.
How much of it is actually random, though?
All of it.
It's
Every instance you go through, every combat instance.
Shop instance.
Is there like a bunch of items that are changed each time you start up the game?
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, your starting layout for each ship is the same.
is the only
But
constant.
how many enemies you fight, what the layout of every jump sector is completely randomized. You can have things where the sectors are labeled green, purple, or red. And that's based on green is like usually friendly homeworld. Purple is, okay, this homeworld is covered by like Nebula and it's uncharted. And red is they're mainly enemies.
Nebulon?
Nebula.
Yeah, the Nebulite, the sector.
Yeah.
And so, the, those, you can have times where like pretty much everything's green. Or I've had a time where every single dot on the thing was red.
It's red, yeah.
Every single one.
Yep.
It's completely random there.
Did you actually win?
Probably not.
No, I didn't make a close one. I've never won.
Too much combat. Some combat
What
is
if
good.
there was like only one red thing and that was it? And it just became
That's
green?
better because you're gonna survive.
Yeah, you can
most
survive, and
But
then
you're gonna like
you
get
get.
to the end. You're gonna be so underpowered.
Yeah, you'll be underpowered. So you need combat to survive. It's just
You
a
want to have
necessity.
about a half green, half red. You
Yeah.
can avoid purple.
Avoid purple.
But purple
Goes to
is
any red.
amazing.
No, because purple, you can't see inside your ship and stuff, and your stuff loses power. It's bad.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Can you have a chance? I'm guessing there's sometimes when it's unavoidable.
Yeah, yeah, that is the case. And then that just really bites the dust right there. That sucks hardcore.
Yeah. You're forced to do it a lot of times.
So how would you say you're doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm
doing like right now is one of my best games. If you wanna, I can send you a print screen in the chat.
I really need a third weapon. I need more power for my shields, and I just need more power in general. I need to become stronger. I mean, early game it's pretty easy for this particular ship and its layout, but I'm concerned about late game survival. There's no finesse with this ship, so I'm cool
No
with
one's caught dysentery yet.
that. No one's caught dysentery, thank God.
Does that mean? Wait, do you have Oregon Trail yourself then?
I do not know. I've played Oregon Trail.
What's that?
Yeah, so if you want to watch if you go to the stream, you can actually see me playing right now, or the Skype stream. You can see my screen playing it.
Oregon Trail?
No, FTL. But you can see my setup compared to his. Like, I'm way later in the game. I'm the second to last sector. But I'm doing extremely well. Zach, if you actually want to go to Skype, you can see me playing.
Well,
you're
he's
streaming
playing right now. He's
Yeah.
actively fighting his ship.
I realized that after I said that. So he's streaming right now.
Yeah, he was just.
Zach, if you want to contact the ship on the holovids and say, hold on,
wait.
I just want to see how this other guy's doing. Here, I can send you the feed if you want. Just hit me up on space Skype.
Space Skype. So that's just regular space calling. Okay.
Hit me up via hologram.
Cancel.
Yeah, and then they'll all join the video call. They'll all grab some like popcorn. Watch how the ship does, and then.
Oh my god! It cost me 35 to upgrade my reactor now.
Yeah, it's a bummer. So now, if you can,
I'm at 0 missiles.
if you look at the stream, I have 2 blue dots, which is equal to 2 shields. So they can take out one, and then have to take out the other. Missiles can pass through shields, so having a missile launcher is very vital.
Forgetting it's good too.
Yeah, I guess.
Why is that the case?
Why
Why
is
is
what
Why
the
is that
case?
always the case that missiles can pass through shields, but lasers can't?
You know what? It
Lasers
probably
are
is
light, and they're the same thing that the shield's
electromagnetic.
made out of.
Yeah, it's electromagnetic thing or something. I don't know. It's science.
It's just, it probably, there's a way that it makes sense. Like, obviously, we don't have lasers that have done something like this, but then again, we don't have lasers that can destroy matter such as this, at least not to this level.
Yeah, not of this magnitude, even.
Words.
And we probably we have like cutting lasers and such, but
Yeah, but etching lasers are still not able to do this either.
lasers that are like a projectile, like a bullet, are non-existent as far as I know.
I just saw a YouTube video on the RT Science thread, where they recreated the Star Wars laser,
Oh, that's
like
sick.
the laser gun.
I'm
it was-
jealous.
But the thing is, though, you can see it's like
Shit.
on the scale they have it. It's ridiculous. It's pretty cool.
Is it a small laser then?
No, it's a thing. It shoots down a hallway,
Oh, that's sweet.
and it shoots like a laser bolt.
Could it hurt someone?
how do you know they didn't do the Star Wars like
I'll link the
video?
video in the The rock people, by the way, rock people are immune to oxygen deprivation, correct?
Yes, I think
So
so.
there's no point. There's no point in trying to
Uh,
mount.
No.
Oh, my weapon system's destroyed.
that's not good.
That's not okay. Send you 3 instead of the meta bay to defend the
And
weapons.
I currently have Chaos as a pilot, Tejan as engine, and then Shadow as weapons. So that's a pretty good layout for
Rough.
stuff. And the longer a crew member stays on a particular station, the better they become, and then the better your ship will do, I guess is the best way to put it.
Do it.
That's pretty fair.
Do it!
Oh, their dude can. This is gonna be rough.
No, we will not accept your surrender.
Why? What happens if you try to be the peace guy?
If you accept their surrender, you just get a few more items, and it's usually less than what you want.
Sometimes you get less, like maybe sometimes they'll
sometimes-
offer you more drone parts.
Is accepting their surrender over killing them ever more tactically advantageous?
Yes, because sometimes like
You'll get rockets or something that you need. That
yeah,
if you
like they'll
kill them,
offer.
you just usually get scrap.
If they offer like 3 or 4 rockets, I'll normally accept their surrender. Or if they offer like 3 or 4 fuel, maybe 6 fuel sometimes they'll offer,
Oh fuck!
which is really
I'm
good
at-
because I mean,
I'm gonna lose right here.
are you
Yeah,
even
it's
at
my-
the Rebel flagship?
No, I'm
Oh,
at
you're
a rock thing, but they sent
Oh,
5 guys on my ship,
Those rock soldier men.
and then they knocked
ridiculous.
out all of my shields. Like every one of my shields is just gone. And so I'm trying to balance people between shields and stuff,
Yeah.
but I've got no shields up right now,
Yeah.
and I got no missiles.
Are you sure? I'm not sure if Rockmen are.
It doesn't matter because I'm
Yeah.
at 3 health right now.
Yeah, there's no way.
Oh, my shield! I got 1 shield back
I mean,
up. Thank
if
God.
For example,
I-
they were
I-
offering
I-
19. They were offering 19
God,
scrap
God,
and 3
God,
fuel.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
I got 42
I died.
fuel
I died.
from
I died.
their corpse and
Basically,
32.
Save and quit.
42
Are
scrap.
you
and
cheating
1
the system,
fuel.
Shadow?
Am I cheating the system? No. I'm trying to see if I can cheat the system, though.
That's not gonna happen.
I did it with the flagship cruiser. I lost to him and then reloaded it, and then it was fine.
Well, good luck with that.
I'm going to try to cheat the system.
Shadowhound's currently playing FTL. Who'd have thunk it?
I am currently playing FTL, and I'm currently trying to cheat the system.
Okay, so you detect a rebel scout on an attack approach to a small refueling outpost. Their weapons are charged, but they're not firing yet. Intervene to defend the outpost or avoid the conflict. I'm gonna intervene and defend.
No, I gotta do new game. God dang it.
I told you.
But I unlocked the other shit, so it says I lost.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see my stats.
There we go.
Top scores. Oh, I've got no scores because I quit the
I
game.
have 5. Yep.
Hmm.
I hate the drone. It's and right now you can see that my med base powered down because I don't have enough power to power
Sack.
my halberd beam and my rocket
Oh,
Rocket launcher.
my rocket
I was
launcher.
so close. I was so close.
We want to hit drone because that
I had 5 rocks on my ship, and rocks have 150 health.
Rocks.
yeah, the
Rocks
rockmen
have Rockmen have a
and they're
ton.
great
Do
for
they,
putting out
do they have
fire.
any backstory? Like, could you read up on the Rockman? Or do they just kind of
guess-
exist?
yeah.
They just kind of exist.
They kind of
exist.
exist, and I'm sure online or
There's
in the
not really
manual
anymore.
you
I've
can
looked.
There's nothing on the wiki that explains more than
Nope,
just what they
They're
do.
just rock people.
Perhaps I haven't checked the wiki.
They're not Gorons. The Gorons in space.
Yeah, they're not
This isn't
Gorons
the
in space.
continuation of Hyrule Warriors.
No,
Yeah.
not as far as my knowledge allows.
I'm gonna die on the first person. Oh, I'm just gonna restart.
Wait, you said me? What?
I nearly just died on the first ship I fought, Zach.
Nice.
Is it just unlucky situations?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, it's a roguelite. So. What you
Yeah,
face,
if-
and when you face it.
I mean, if
completely
you ever
randomized.
feel like I'm a questionable captain, look at your guys' health. You all have full health.
But that's not hard to do. Having your ship at full health is hard to do.
Yeah, I'm only
And
missing
I
one
went
hull.
at full health when into that fight.
I'm only
That guy was
missing-
harder than when I fought the final boss, dude. It killed me extremely quickly.
Yeah, and that's another thing is like you can go up against like mini bosses sometimes, and if you're under equipped or you're just not thinking right, you'll be Dunsky doodles.
Dunsky Doodles. The doodles is a pretty important aspect of that.
Exactly. Okay, come on.
Oh my god, I've got 3 people. Oh my god, I just got augment stealth weapons.
And
What?
So stealth weapons is an augment. So your ship has augments on them, which if you're playing as the Zoltan cruiser, lets you have a Zoltan shield, which it gives you 5 shield automatically. If you there's some things like, okay, I have stealth weapons, so if I'm stealthed, I can fire my weapons while stealth completely. There's stuff like stealth itself, which lets you, if you want, you can be stealth, and so that people can't lock onto you. There's other stuff like weapon pre-igniter. So whenever you jump, you can immediately fire your weapons.
which is good because if you're jumping into combat, you can take out a ship real quick.
I had that with my glide beam,
Nice.
and I could just
That
I would
is
jump,
ridiculous.
kill the ship, jump, kill the ship. It was
That's
awesome.
so OP.
It was amazing. I know. And
Okay.
I had 30 rockets, and I didn't win that game. That was so pissed.
Reconstructive teleporter, explosive replicator,
I don't
lifeform
even need rockets yet.
scanner.
I'll be fine with that rockets. Yeah, I was like so overpowered. I would kill ships in one hit too.
Okay.
Glide beam pre-ignited. Best game I'd ever played. I will never play a game better than that.
Wait, a
Well,
game
that's
better than
situational
what?
luck. Since it's roguelike, it's situational luck.
Some of it's
So like
some
I
of
said,
it's
I
a
had the
lot of
best
luck.
weapon. Okay, first sector, this guy will give me 13 scrap, 4 missiles, and 5 jumps.
Yeah.
Or I can get a ton of scrap from him.
Yeah.
I think scrap's more important, but I'm gonna go, I'll accept it. Because it's 4 missiles, that's quite a bit, and I've got another distress. Like, one
It's
thing
all
like-
about like what your situation is. If he's offering a lot of fuel and you're low on fuel, ooh, buy one slave,
Yeah.
attack the slaver scum, ignore the slaver, and continue on.
Always
I'm
attack the slaver
gonna-
scum. Always attack the
course,
slaver
of course.
Why would you attack the poor slaver?
Also,
scum?
what I just got, buy one slave, attack the slaver, or
Buy one get one free.
No, if you attack it enough to the point where it wants to surrender, you get a crew member for free.
pretty much, yeah.
So
Usually that's how it works.
How do you buy a crew member?
with
You pay
scrap.
29 scrap
But why waste scrap when you can get a surrender and a crew member?
for bullets.
Yeah. I'm gonna use one rocket.
I'm only facing guys with 1 shield, so I tend not to use rockets.
Yeah.
Once they get to 2 or 3 shields, I can use rockets, but I'll just take out their weapons immediately, or their shields immediately. One of the two.
I'm going to
Depending
get
on
a
the
water
shields.
bottle.
You
See if
have
we have
fun
any.
with that. Okay, now
Oh my god, I'm so angry. I was so close that last game too.
I'm
I just-
probably gonna kill this ship unless
The guy with
they interrupt.
the guy I was facing was harder than you, except they're off for a big B. Yeah, I'll take him. The guy I was facing was harder than the final boss. So I get 5 guys on my ship.
Was
5
he-
rocks,
Wa-
each with 150 health.
Was he a mini boss? Like, cause like there's sometimes
Well,
like it's
harder
not
than
a.
a mini boss.
Yeah.
This dude was harder than the freaking Federation cruiser. Whatever
Okay.
the thing's called.
So now I get we surrender.
hardest thing I've
Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, they'll all die
I'm
anyway.
Back. I'm back. I have
I
a
took the slave as tribute.
Of course. That is like if I were gonna give you some strat tips and tricks brought to you by Zach, that is
Nope.
definitely like my main
People are
rule.
You get a guy on your ship, he can fight. He can also power stuff, so if you want to save money, that's easy to save money right there. You just save
Yeah,
30 on
move
whatever you
Keegan
want.
To shields.
the warning on the alpha brainers don't take more than 4 in a 24-hour period.
Nice.
How many are you at right now in the 24-hour
This will be
period?
the second one technically. I also have a I don't know. I guess the Mexican version. That's what they call them in the supermarket. But the
So the
s-
off-brand.
well, no, the Sprite that you have to
Take a
open.
link.
Oh, the Sprite,
It has
I didn't see that
natural
off-brand.
natural sugar
I think you were saying,
versus fructose.
yeah, Mexican Coke or Sprite, yeah. I think you were saying a Mexican Alpha Brain, so I'm like, oh, you're getting the... God dang it, they
Mind
jumped.
control. Lame.
I didn't even realize they were jumping. God dang it. I wasn't focusing.
Hopefully they don't activate the
What is
mind
the
control.
chemical? What's the chemical name for Alpha Brain? It should say somewhere on the front of the bottle. Chaos.
Alpha GPZ?
Nah, that's a shortened name for it. I want to know the chemical name because if it has to do with
Okay, they
It's gonna
didn't.
be like
look it up,
Prozac
sir.
or Ritalin or something.
I've yet
It's gonna be close to it.
this automated
Well, I mean,
chip. I'm
I
going-
already took those a while ago, but
I mean, I take
Oh.
yeah, I'm on Prozac and Focalin, and since I dropped off Focalin, I have to take Ritalin instead for my ADD and Asperger's. So
There we go. Perfect.
how's the ship fighting going, Zach?
It's
Do you
going-
have shield power?
It's going great. I could get third shields if I wanted to, but I want to save my scrap to see if I can get a
I
third weapon.
want a shield.
Chaos, you should get a shield, and you should get this game. It's like what?
I
10
don't
bucks?
quite like the combat style.
Yeah, that's
You,
understandable.
it's something you really adjust to.
Well, yeah, but at least, especially with my mouse right now, like I in Freddy's, I had trouble just clicking on the door because of.
The doors are annoying to click on, and I will say they're always annoying to click on.
That's why you got to use
You
the
played it before?
hotkeys.
Oh, I never used hotkeys.
You gotta
You
go
Played,
with hotkeys.
played that game specifically?
No, I think he's talking the door release. Okay, I'm in the rock controlled. Let's see. I'm in the. I guess this was the fourth sector. So now I need to focus on grabbing a third weapon and third shields.
FTL jammer, long range scanners, reverse ion.
Guys, it's about to become daytime again.
And I have to piss like a racehorse. And we get a store right off the bat, so that's
Missile.
great.
Buy some more missiles.
I wish I could sell my drone parts. I'm not really using those.
Yeah, I never use drone parts. I wish I could sell them always. With just
Okay.
an offer.
Ooh, pike beam.
Not that helpful.
I don't know.
It's
Ooh,
very helpful.
Ion blast is pretty good.
Don't you know about the legendary tales about those ships
Fire
that blasted
power.
the rebels off with their pike beam?
No. You care to explain it to me?
Automated reloader.
See, there
Yeah,
was this
tell me about that.
there was this guy named Zach
Okay.
Go on. I'm already
who,
intrigued.
had this pike beam, and he put it on a ship. He took off his other weapons. They weren't
Mhm.
even needed,
Wow.
and he flew into
Brave
the
man.
rebels. One shot, it blew up a ship entirely. It didn't even leave any
on
scrap.
the pike beam, I can expect it with a pike beam.
Yeah, that's
I've done
impressive.
that with multiple times in a
No,
row.
no. See. If you just, it's a secret. If you
Oh.
just equip the pike beam,
Mhm.
it turns every ship into the Death Star, because the
Nice.
pike beam will hit right in their soft spot, and there'll be
Nice.
like a nuclear explosion each
Ooh.
Is
time.
that
on
there is
fuel.
right now?
I'm sorry. I wish I chose the pike beam. I guess I
Jack,
chose poorly.
They send you a message. Your ship is surprisingly well equipped. Please take this and let us live. Their offer: 7 missiles, 2 drone parts, 39 scrap, and heavy laser Mark 1.
I don't know why you're not accepting that deal. Is what
I'm
my-
not. I mean, I am. I'm just
You
letting you
better.
know that.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
a great deal. I'm kind of jealous actually because I could use
Deal or no deal?
deal or no
Deal.
deal.
I took deal.
Can
And
you accept
surrounding
to
our
surrender
children
and then
stress
betray
levels.
them?
Yeah, so that takes out one of
And
their
I'm
shields.
so far ahead where I'll be able to push the other guys back if need to. I'm at 20 missiles now.
Can you
There's
accept
more
a?
God dang it, there's intruders on board.
Can you accept a
They're
a
humans. So.
surrender and then betray them, or is it like you'll leave the sector if you accept?
No,
it?
you can't fire on them anymore.
Yeah, once you accept their surrender, you can no longer fire on them. So that would be a major exploit because then you could surrender and then attack them while they're weak and then win.
I'd love that. I'm a total backstabbing fool. Oh my god, my guy's at like half. How much health does he have? He has 5 health out of 100.
I acquired an ion blast, which is great because I can take out that second layer of shields that enemies are now having and keep my halberd beam effective while doing so.
Have you had any people board your ship yet?
Not quite, and if they did, I'd handle it. I have
No, I want
5
to
crew
explain to
members.
Chaos what that mechanic is.
Oh.
Wait, do what?
People can board your ship and they can start fighting with your people,
Yeah.
and it gets problematic because they'll come and try to kill your crewmates, and they'll also damage your systems.
And the best.
So if in the middle of the fight, they board your ship and you have people there, well, now they're just attacking you. And you're like, oh, Christ, now I gotta deal with these guys so that I can, they'll ruin your thing, so, like, your shields will go down a ton and your weapons will stop working because there's people attacking the system. So you have to send guys to repair those systems, and you have to kill the guys who are in there destroying the things. And those guys can kill your guys, and then occasionally you'll have, like, you won't have enough crew members, and they'll just kill all of your crew members, and your ship's just floating there forever now. So.
Lost
Well,
in
can't the AI
space.
take over?
There's no AI. It's just you and your crew. Oh, and I got 2 new crew members, Martin and Nikimi, but I'm gonna rename them to Low Zelda and Amanda.
Aww.
Jack has a donation.
Do I have a donation? Do I? Someone paid some money to me?
Paid money to you? What?
Yeah. Paid money to my donation page?
Technically, yes.
Technically.
Was it you?
No, you'll see what I mean.
I don't know what that means, and now I gotta go off FTL. We're at 6 a.m. by the way.
Well, yeah, we still have another. Well, Zach's definitely still going with this first game, so
Yeah,
he's.
Yeah, because he's actually narrating every choice he makes.
Yeah, and I've also gotten pretty far.
I don't know what
I'm on the
that
5th
means.
sector.
All I hear is Jack has a donation. I don't know what that means. I'm concerned. Like, if you go to Extra Life, the first thing that goes up to Extra Life on Google, the subpage is Rooster Teeth. Like, not even the Rooster Teeth thing. Oh god, Jack, I've got a red notification. Dear David, thanks. I got a $1 donation from David Moon. It's for the kids, so hey,
That's
I'm
nice.
happy. I earned $1.
Well, I just wanted to put like I already have my like big chunk that I
you should have done a
donated.
1-cent donation.
No,
I don't think
That
you
would've
can
been
do
really
that.
fun. That would have been.
no, I'm not. I want to at least have a entire dollar. I mean,
Yeah, but you should have put 1 cent, dude.
at this point, it's technically donated $21 or $11 depending on what PayPal decides
You
to
paid me
charge
that
me.
40 bucks. You paid that 40 minutes ago.
What do you mean?
You paid me that. It says you paid me that 40 minutes ago.
Well, I didn't tell you yet because
I
it
got
didn't go
5
through when I
notifications.
last checked. And I was like, oh yeah, I want to see if it's gone through. And then I saw a 1 appear on your thing, so then I said it.
I'm definitely digging the synergy I got going with the Ion Blast and the Halberd Beam.
I got a $1 donation. Thank God.
It's one step
You
closer
gotta
to
be, by
making
the
me
way.
eat that damn chili pepper, so, you know.
I deleted the auto tweet out of embarrassment. And for $1.
How is that
Donate to
embarrassing?
me all night, and then no, I've been telling my friends to donate to me all night, and I haven't gotten anything. So then they just see a thing like, "Ah, you got $1." They got it like 6 in the morning, and none of them are awake.
So?
Eh.
Better than nothing.
What if they're following you? Because I know I put like
Creepy following me.
no a favorite following on Twitter so that they get notifications every time you tweet or almost every time.
The
You
only
Oh.
person who has that is my girlfriend, I think.
I want to pee so bad.
Wait, you can actually do that.
tweet. You can't pause the game, Zach?
I can pause the game, but I don't feel right about just leaving the stream up.
Well, no, that's fine. You can pause the game, go pee. It's a 24-hour stream. It's not like we're streaming
Hold your
for an
bladder.
hour or
Hold
like
your
doing a
bladder, Zach. You're not allowed
podcast.
to piss.
Gotcha.
Zach, pause it.
Okay,
and go
I'm,
piss.
I'm at
Wait,
the
so you can
exit,
have
so
it
now
so
I'm
that
gonna go
whenever-
piss.
So Zach or Chaos, tell me about this creepiness where if you have someone like you can have anytime they tweet, it automatically pushes that to you.
Yeah,
that's-
if you go to their page
That's like
And you
soccer
s-
level creepy, dude. We're at
and
13
you s-
hours, by the way.
and you
Fuck, I just lost
this is on the phone at least. If you go to their page, and then you can like look at their stats, like they've done this many tweets, they're being followed by this many, and they're following this many. There's a little star next to like I think the follow button for them. If you hit that, then it'll be a notification every time you tweet. That's how it
Oh
works
my
for
god,
Android.
I've accidentally hit that on like a few people. Where like I get things like, I don't care about this person. Why am I getting notifications whenever he retweeted something? I don't care. Like these are from my classmates, and I must have accidentally hit that. And I would just mute them on Twitter, and then I'd stop following them altogether. So I was like, how do I get this? And so then I ended up blocking people on Twitter because I must have accidentally done that to them. Huh, makes sense. God, I am sucking this game. I'm almost out of the second sector, and I've got a ton of missiles.
Weren't you just like 10 or something minutes ago saying how this was such a good game?
I died.
Oh, you're already restart. How'd you die?
I got to the second to last sector, and there was a guy I fought, and he had cloaking, so I couldn't target him with stuff, and he sent 5 people with extra health, but slow movement onto my ship.
Nebula it is.
So
Fuck.
I had 5 people with 150 health on my ship, and I couldn't fire my missiles at the guy, so I just got destroyed. He's harder than the final boss.
How?
It's randomly generated.
Yeah.
You can have guys who will target you in ways that you're not prepared for.
Yeah.
And this guy put where 5 guys came on my ship where the final boss doesn't send guys on your ship. He'll send 1 or 2 guys on. This guy sent 5 on. I mean, killing the guy had he not sent the 5 guys on would have been easy. But he sent 5 guys on and they immediately destroyed my main system, so I couldn't jump away from him.
Oh, I need to go back to the store. God damn it.
And
I don't
stuff?
have script,
Yeah.
Though.
Chaos with a $1 fucking donation. You asshole. I gotta check my Facebook.
Hey, no, I wanted it to be like I already gave the
No, it was
donation
funny.
that
It
I
was
could
funny. I
officially
liked it.
give.
I'm happy with
But
it. I can say I raised money. I can raise $1.
I was gonna put a little thing for Webwave too, especially since he couldn't be here.
Fuck, that's been on my Facebook for 43 minutes too. Thank God my Facebook reposts to only me.
I'd be happy that I raised any money. I'm glad that I did.
You raised at least 10 from Chaos wanting to buy your poster.
Precisely. And 3 months of sponsorship. It's
No,
uncontested.
you can keep the posters for yourself, but since you can't
You
use
can't
the
even use a sponsorship, David.
No,
What do you
he
mean?
fixed it.
No, he's already has recurring sponsorship, does he not?
No. That's if I can choose a person of my choice will get the sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they also can't be a recurring sponsor. You have to give someone
I
else a sponsor.
know. I'll make someone a sponsor. I'll
3
find it and I'll make them a sponsor.
Okay. 2 missiles, 1. No, I need more scrap. I'm at 4 scrap.
That's the point, silly.
Oh, I
No.
need more power in my... I'm gonna have to...
Oh my God, I don't even need to be.
Because I mean
micro
that's
the
that's
fuck
what
out
I
of
did
this.
with you the first time.
That's true. I did get a free sponsorship, and that was nice. That was a pretty
Random
good reason on
acts
why I stayed on the
of-
RT site.
Yeah.
I actually did that with someone else. I gave them my sponsor and then shipped to the site. I met them playing Salem, and I'm like, hey, you want this sponsorship? And they're like, sure, I'll take it. And they made an account, and and they used it like once. Like, yeah, I saw a few sponsor videos. Okay. You got the
Alright.
military vessel. We're trying to get back
There
to our
we
homes
go.
live. I'm an engineer by trade, and we could try to improve your reactor if you have any extra supplies. Lose 2 missiles and 3 drone parts for our reactor upgrade. Yeah, worth it. Oh, I'm forced to go in purple.
Lose your mess hall and everything else for reactor upgrade.
Yes. No break
my
room,
guys-
no mess hall. Please give me the reactor upgrade. Pretty please with the cherries on top. Yes.
I wish I didn't lag out completely or whatever fudge happened, so that I
sold
could
my-
have still
By the way, Zach, I sold the stealth weapon upgrade.
see the
why
entire
you would
call
do that.
length because I'm sad. It would have been the longest call I've been on.
Yep.
I'm at 13 hours, 5 minutes, 9 seconds.
Yeah, unless you somehow get interrupted or something like that, it's gonna just keep going. But I'm stuck back at as if we just started.
Why, did your thing drop?
Yeah, I dropped like during I think Freddy's.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
I don't know how that happened.
That's why I'm the
Oh.
Patrick and I are the only 2 who have not dropped. So
Zach
he's
has.
hosting the call so he can take a screenshot, but I'm at 13 minutes
Uh,
continuous.
I've dropped two or three times.
I'm not. I've been on since the origin of this call. I was one of the founding people.
Nice. Well, lucky you.
I used to be.
Yeah, well, screw
So let's
you.
look an arrow to the knee. Haha.
Yeah, you're still funny, Zach.
I'm hilarious.
Ha ha ha. We all think it's funny.
Yes, you better. God damn
As
it.
I quote Gavin Free.
Ah, yes. No.
It's weird to think how differently. Like I'm not. I've watched the Freddy's being played with so many people, so it obviously I'm not coming in as fresh as I could be. But at the same time, it was really just different how much it affected everyone, especially like Gavin, who curled up in the corner.
Oh, I never watched that video.
Uh,
I have no idea what you're on about, mate.
this is.
Well, yeah, basically
me.
at the end, the last scare, it just kind of showed a zoomed out video and then kind of highlighted a circle and it showed just like Gavin like I don't like it, kind of whining like that. It's actually on. If you go to the page for Five Nights at Freddy's on
Steam.
the second video is of all all YouTubers' reactions, and theirs is on it.
Oh,
And now I get to wait as the rebels
Surgeons
come
and Wonders
closer
are
and
best.
closer as no ships pass because I have 0 fuel because I'm an idiot. This was
I have had them. Prepare to change.
How do you get more fuel?
You have to wait and hope someone.
battles or
So what happens is when you have no fuel, you can occasionally have people come by and they'll give you fuel and be nice, but other times you'll have enemies come.
Yep.
And so you have
Well,
to fight
why
them.
don't you send out a distress beacon?
You can.
That's what I'm
and that
doing.
actually is one thing you can do is if you can turn on or off this distress beacon. If you turn it
Partially
on,
accept their offer.
you're likely to get it faster, but you're more likely to attract the enemy.
Thank you. I get to survive the rebels just for a little longer. They gave me 2 fuel, so after 2 jumps, I'll be able to wait
we have a store
more.
within 2 jumps.
God damn it.
How much is it? Like a fuel?
A fuel
chunk?
costs like 3 scrap. They're pretty cheap.
Yeah, but if you don't buy fuel or you skip
How
your
much is it a
stores,
fuel for a jump?
It's one fuel for 1 jump.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1 exchange. Equivalent
That
exchange.
rebel line is at your feet, man.
Yeah, it's right at my door, and now I'm going up
Can you-
against a pretty...
What if you were just really lucky? You just fought off all the rebels.
You can do that. I went back in and fought off one of them earlier in my last game.
Yeah, you can...
No, the
I went in
entire
and I'm like,
line.
hey, I'm gonna go back and try to get to that store so I can get the weapon pre-igniter.
No, the entire line of rebels.
Oh, well,
that's no-
it's an infinite spawn.
Yeah, it's an...
Yeah,
infinite
that'd be
spawn.
hilarious though. If you did and beat 100,
Yeah, if you just
or
kept
1,000.
going back and forth,
1,000.
spots in their territory, yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
It's like the secret ending. Defeat all the rebels yourself.
I bet no one's actually tried that, honestly.
I
It's
would-
like they've never gotten to a point where, hey, maybe there is
You could
one.
do like a horde
Well,
mode, see how
no,
long you can
yeah, just
survive.
basically-
Yeah, it's a horde mode.
It's like
Between spots.
defeat 1,000 rebel ships while in their territory.
There's an achievement on Steam for defeating a total of 100 rebel ships. But
That's like total though, right? I'm pretty
yeah,
sure I
that's
have
total.
that. I almost have it anyway. I'm gonna shoot your shields again. 'cause
I actually wonder how many I'm at.
double
I won't know
shields.
because all my stats are gone. Because I just switched devices.
Okay.
I'm gonna get rid of your...
Why would you switch a device?
Oxygen.
Oh goodness! Now that Sprite gave me the hiccups like mad.
You got drunk hiccups, Vaughn? You're drinking alcohol chaos, how could you?
So did you read the donation levels?
I read it said $1. That's all I saw.
No. If you go to donate,
Oh yeah, like the team page. Or what?
if you like go with this step further, it's like you have $15, super easy, $25.
Oh yeah, there's like the least donate. Yeah,
and then yeah, the elite donate.
it's like we had to put this in here.
Yeah.
How many elites have there been? I wonder out through Extra Life. How many elites?
At some point, who knows? You gotta time the ion blast first and then the shields.
I sent you a thank you email. Just an FYI.
Fucker, there we
You
go.
probably
Well,
don't want to read it.
Well, I
You
mean,
probably don't want anyone else to see it either. Probably not a good idea. Team TFT, I want to see the team page now. We're at $1,181. So. Oh my god, our roster. I'm out of the 0. I'm beating Lovewave now. That's all that matters.
but no.
I'm buttered.
Beating someone who couldn't even be here. You demon.
Well, I'm beating Eric as well. He's at 0. So
True. Who's Eric?
I don't know.
He's I think he's the person that joined us for whatchamacallit.
Oh yeah, Civ. He's
So
a cool dude.
and I guess he joined the team as
Overboard.
well.
Nice. He's gonna play Fibbage and all that other fun stuff tomorrow.
Tomorrow in a couple hours.
Yep.
Yeah, in like 3 hours.
I am currently 9
3 hours.
caffeinated beverages in.
I've gone through 2 12-packs of Coke.
I've gone through, I
that's
guess,
not even-
half a bottle of Mountain Dew and a Sprite.
Dude, Chaos, come on. Drink more.
Get on my level.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even trying to do it just because I'm staying up. That's like what I usually drink for soda.
That's ridiculous. That is a large amount of soda, good sir.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm very high caffeine levels.
I've been streaming for an hour and 5 minutes. How long do I need to be streaming?
You
Well,
need to stream
technically 2 hours, but goodness, I thought you said the games were shorter than that.
forever.
Yeah,
He's been forever.
I've just been
played
doing.
through
I'm just
Game
doing
Dollar.
really good.
Yeah, that's awesome. I want this game to at least go to completion.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
do
what-
my best, man.
Yeah, but if he also reads out like everything that takes a while. He has to take a pee every 2 minutes.
Yeah.
That takes a while.
I've only pissed once.
I'd rather him narrate, especially for the people that have no idea what is going on their screen.
Sorry, screw the people who don't know. It's a
Like
roguelike.
me, like
Figure it out.
I don't. I'd prefer
It's a roguelite. You figure it out or you get left behind. That is what a roguelite is, and that's the worst part about them. And the best part about them
Yes.
is either you're intelligent enough to figure it out, or you forget.
Well, it's
use
not
your-
necessarily
Or it's
have
just
to do
not
with
for you.
intelligence. Yeah. It
Yeah,
also has
it's
to do with
just
what you
management.
know
Yeah, I guess.
when it comes
I guess
to.
I like this, and this is a roguelite, but so Binding of Isaac is the exact same thing.
I love Binding of Isaac.
Yeah,
It's
But I hate
fucking
Binding.
difficult. It's
I
fucking
hate it.
difficult.
I hate Binding of Isaac.
I'm
It's not
accepting
fun
their
to me.
deal. This is a great deal. They
All
gave
my
me-
friends love it so much. One of my friends has all the achievements, like the platinum. Don't get a hit on it.
Platinum. He's
What
a
if he's only-
platinum god.
He's the platinum god.
Ah,
He has
that's
every.
crazy.
One of them has. That's the only one he's missing. Is he has 83 out of 84. He's
That's,
missing platinum god, and he's been working on it for a while now.
that is ridiculous. I hope I can get that good one day.
How in the world? Why is this stupid chat broken and it's going out of full screen?
I don't
Drone
understand.
control or crew? Should I get a crew teleporter?
I don't know. I always if
I
you
mean, I
have an
can get
excess
drone
amount of
control as well.
crew,
Should I get drone control?
drone
I got
control is pretty
110,
good.
but actually I'm at 2 shields and 4 weapon. My weapon being a heavy laser, burst laser, and Artemis.
Okay.
2 full shields. I think I'll pass on drones
I
right
just
now.
stole I just stole supplies from civilians. That's
Oh, that's the best. It's my favorite. They also the civilians get pretty good.
I have no
controls.
fuel.
How
Trade 20
did you
scrap.
run out so quickly?
Because I only got
Mhm.
so many fuel from combat, and then the
Yeah.
nice people that gave me fuel only gave me 2, which is like, like I would rather get like someone spit in my face than give me 2 fuel. That's
Hey,
ridiculous.
that's a ton of distance. That's like
I just here, peasant, take my
that's like
leftovers.
from Mercury to Pluto is 2 fuel.
Not even.
So.
Not even.
Are you?
Maybe.
Oh man, you went from Mercury to Earth. That's so short.
Engine upgrade necessary for travel home. Sale of equipment necessary for engine control.
Oh gosh, Zach. Survive.
I'm doing my best. I'm gonna have to buy some more fuel.
1 missile. No, I gotta get more.
I
stuff than
fix.
Are you getting me to fuel let's play?
Oh
Yes.
my god, let's play fuel.
No, it's not happening. Okay, so now I can use all 3 of my weapons.
Let's order pizza during it. I mean,
I already ordered pizza tonight. God dang it, I
let's
can't
order.
order.
Look, we have to order pizza a second time.
It would take
That
an
video
hour.
was so sponsored.
Huh?
Like that video was sponsored to like oblivion.
I don't think it was
What do you
sponsored
mean?
at all.
The was Pizza Hut sponsored. The Fuel Let's Play.
Really?
Well, I mean, technically.
They would have to say by law
No,
that they were sponsored.
they admit if you go to the business page, you can see it. Have you ever been to roosterteeth.com/business? Go there right now if you haven't. It's like chaos. You really should.
I have.
I made a post about it like a week ago or so. But like the Rooster Teeth site is broken to hell. But if you go to the business site, it's like a brand new site, fully functioning with all of their partnerships with all their companies and how you can contact them.
Yeah, that's how they
And,
make
like-
money and stay afloat. What do you expect?
Exactly. Like I made a post in the middle ground, which is the most used thread on the entire site still. It hasn't been used in over 7 months. And it is still the highest posted thing on the entire site. I'm going to link it in the thing.
Oops.
But if you look at this site, like the roosterteeth.com/business, it's like a brand new, amazing looking page. And it says like all their case studies and their partnerships with people and their sponsored views. So like, okay, what are their things with like Mountain Dew, Pizza Hut, Audible, Trials Fusion, Blue Apron, Hover, Wolfenstein, Gears of War, Loadout, Infinity Blade. So then, yeah, it's like, here's the Gauntlet, here's how this was sponsored. Here's our slow guys with GE and how this was sponsored. Here's our Fuel Let's Play, which was with Pizza Hut and that's sponsored.
Oh, hold on.
Here's our quotes from places like, here's Trials Fusion and all the Trials Files videos that we put out, even though no one likes them, just because Activision sponsors us. And the reason we put out Trials Let's Plays all the time. So,
I mean, it's still decent
RTX event
content.
sponsorship, commercial work, ad opportunities, product integration, where you can get your own custom mini-series for stuff.
Yep.
Where just like, hey, there's the iBlade series, sponsoring Infinity Blade. We're going to be doing more of this more often.
Do
Do you
consider this a bad thing?
Yes and no. Like the
Interesting.
fact that we post like, okay, we get 38 million views per week, and they're putting it into a business thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing that Rooster Teeth is growing as a business. I'm glad to see them there. But now you realize that, okay, they're putting more time putting on this business part of the site than their site itself. The Rooster Teeth, where it came from, was a community site where they relied on fan sponsorships and stuff.
But it's
And where we
grown
were
to
beneficial.
a bigger thing
But
now.
if you look at if you do the math on it, which I done in the journal, I'm not gonna look at it right now because I'm playing.
Enough.
But if you look at the math on it and stuff, you realize that okay, sponsorships make next to none of their income overall. Oh fuck that. Sucks.
Well, yeah, that's
if
what
you
I'm
look, their
saying. Is they
sponsorships are
they need all the help they can get. So everything they do, based
But
on
they don't.
sponsorships that they
If
get.
you look at the sponsorships, provide next to no income. Sponsorships provide at one point at the earlier things where there was the majority of their income, it really mattered. Now you realize that sponsorships, even on the high end of guessing, account for less than 0.01%. Less than 0.01.
So sponsorships
So
from Mountain
sponsorships
Dew and
Irrelevant.
are irrelevant.
It does nothing for them. If they were to cut out sponsorship, they would lose nothing.
Are you talking about site like community
Rooster Teeth
sponsored,
site sponsorships.
or like business sponsorships?
Rooster Teeth site sponsorships, not like business partners.
Okay, that's where I was confused. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that makes
Rooster Teeth
sense.
site sponsorship. So
That-
the
I agree with
the
that.
thing that got brought up on is this the most used site on the entire, or used thread on the entire site, and there people were complaining like, why are people still paying for sponsorship? It means nothing. So I did the entire math behind it and stuff. And
Yeah.
you
Well,
know,
where's your proof that they're making money from different things?
you can look at the amount of money that it costs and how much the partnerships cost, and their views on the business page. Like I can go back. I'll actually find the
No,
post.
I think that the money
No.
I think the money they make from partnerships via companies is important, because there's
Yes,
no
I
way
agree.
sponsor money given to the communities makes
No,
like
No, what
less
I'm
than 10% of anything.
totally. The sponsorship given from partnerships and stuff, and their ad reads and stuff is a ton of money. I'm not saying that. That's completely true. I'm gonna go to Fizz because he literally copied my post and said, "Here's what Shadowhound wrote on the middle ground frame." I'll read my post. I
Go
can
for
link
it.
it as well.
Okay, cool. I'm interested.
Let's see. what I said was,
This may be the end.
say people were complaining about progress on the site and being broken. So I said, if you want to go to the see progress on the site, go to the business page. That's the only place on the site that functions properly and actually looks like a decent site. Rooster Teeth is a business and there's no denying it. Sponsorships mattered to Rooster Teeth for a long time since it was a great way for them to make money. Now we're at the point where they're in partnerships with companies such as Microsoft, Activision, General Electric, Verizon Wireless, and others on that scale. Multi-billion-dollar corporations. When you're dealing with companies at that scale, a $10 sponsorship means next to nothing anymore. Since the community is no longer their main source of income, they don't have a ton of reason to put in they have no reason to put a ton of work into maintaining the community site. An old podcast, they said that we were supposed to have the new version of the site, 2.roosterteeth.com, by December 2013 at the latest. That was the pushback. Almost a year later, and we have no idea on how much, if any, progress has been made. The last journal update by Adam was released 5 months ago and said, hey, we're falling really far behind. What we do know is that, and what we have tons of updates on, is constant stuff like Laser Team, where they just funded $2.5 million from the community members, and we're getting tons of updates on that. I'm not going to say I'm not happy for them. Rooster Teeth is a successful business now. It went from a few drunk friends in an apartment to multi-million-dollar corporation, and we've been along for the ride. But right now, sadly, since we can't contribute as much as other big businesses, we're getting left behind. Right now, we're just watching the forums go into a state of decay. This thread, being the middle ground with the most used thread on the site, hadn't had a post in 7 months. And from the loss of mob points, the glitch that ain't your post 90% of the time, it's hard not to notice and complain about the flaws in the system. People are finding better ways to communicate with friends or just leaving altogether. All of this stuff has been countless times before, and it's pointless to recount it. We're all still posting to some extent, though. I'm not sure whether it's caused by nostalgia or the thought that one day this place might be great again, but we post. We all want this place to be revived, but at this rate, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Fizz goes on to quote me from another one of my posts in the 50+ forum a few months back, saying, I love the karma system, I love Rooster Teeth, and I love the community, but the place is just falling to pieces. The site seems to be getting worse for me every day, yet I still come back here to see my friends. Many of them have left this place, or, like the staff members, now only utilize Twitter, since the staff member, many of them have left this place, or now only use Twitter, since even the staff members utilize it more than their own site. I want to see the karma system mean something, and I want to see the community continue for as long as it can. But in this heat, it's not going to do that. I went on later on, someone asked on how much money the sponsorships are actually making, and I did the math here. So he said, this person assumed, okay, if say, there's right now, at the time his post was 1,731,507 registered members. I said that a small, Fizz assumed that, okay, the first person said 10% of the user base was being a sponsorship. Fizz said 1%. My response was, I'd say an even smaller percentage than that. At the time of this post, there are 23,587 members online, according to the drop. There were 10,765 visible members, and the rest are anonymous viewers. Visible members are people signed in with account role. Anonymous viewers are people without accounts just viewing the pages. Since they aren't signed in, they're not contributing to the community, but they could be watching content here or viewing the website. I knew that the amount of members varies throughout the day. So this was at 8:28 p.m. Central Standard Time, so 8 to 12 a.m. to p.m. in Australia and New Zealand, 2 a.m. in England. It covers about 2/3 of the fan base, considering a half is in about America and Canada, a quarter is in New Zealand and Australia, and a third is in Europe. So the third in Europe is sleeping, so that means there's about 15,000 total members online at the prime time moment. If your account is offline and you log offline every single time on the site, which most people don't, I'm pretty sure most people leave their account signed in, then there would be we have to add the people who constantly log off. Rounding that up, we'll just guess 25,000 total members, because a ton of people don't do that. If you take 25,000 divided by the 1.731 over times 100, you get 1.44% of the total base that still exists. So 1% of the total million still exists. If we're going to use the person's figure of 10% of the fan base getting sponsorships, that's 0.144% of the total members buying a sponsorship. So 2,500 sponsors. And that's pretty low compared to the real value. because right now there's a ton more from the Laser Team sponsorships that were just given out. So at the price of $20 a year, assuming the $10 parent sponsorship thing from before, they make $50,000 a year off sponsorships. Okay? The number would be $50,000 a year off sponsorships from the RT site. Okay? For $50,000 a year is a huge amount of money for us. $50,000 a year is a supplement for a startup company. It's a large amount of money. $50,000 a year is a low-level salary for an employee at Rooster Teeth. In a company of 80 plus people, the $50,000 a year is not a ton of money, considering that means nothing for paying your employees even. At the size of RT's at $50,000 a year isn't pocket change, but it's not a ton either, since they have to pay all employees as well as other expenses in running a business. And the $50,000 a year was based off the high ball figure of 10% of the current members using the site. When the deals with partners, purchases from shirts and DVDs from the store, as well as YouTube revenue, the $50,000 isn't very much. Our t-shirts alone average $22 a shirt, where if they cost $9 to make, if made in bulk, which they should do from a large company, then the person who bought me guessed that the store sells more annually than sponsorships is an understatement, and it's miles above the sponsorship sales. Yeah. If they're making $50,000 a year off just the sponsorship, it means next to nothing. So when that money is minimal, then reforming the site is not their biggest priority. Right now, their biggest priority is expanding as a business. And so making a movie is something that's a huge expansion project. Going into making these 28 weekly shows, they say, or helping with their 38 million views per week. That's something in part, making these partnerships, focusing on your business page rather than your forum pages. Right now, Rooster Teeth community is being put behind the business aspect of it, which sucks because we're getting left behind. I'm glad that Rooster Teeth is expanding as a business because it means bigger and better things. As you see, RTX is getting bigger and better every year. But at the same time, as it gets bigger and better, the fans mean less and less on an individual level. There's more of them. The same thing we were mentioning earlier at RTX. They can't interact with every fan. People are going to get upset. But hey, right now they're going towards more of a business approach. And I understand it. They have to expand. And they're doing a good thing with it. They're all making more. It's a good thing. I can't argue against that. I'm happy for them. But yeah, you'll see the forum is not getting revived. It's not making any progress. Well, okay, your business page and your partnerships are getting larger and larger. We're going to be left behind. The forum is dying. And so, yeah.
Interesting. I think there are a lot of valid points there, you know, and maybe a lot of people who have great or positive opinions of Rooster Teeth may not find these opinions very popular, but at the same time, you have to look at this with a objective vision, because
I don't see too much being put into the business page itself. It's a really cool, like, active, thing, but I don't see it.
I'm not saying it's something that's above and beyond, but I'm saying, though, if you look, this was made within the last week and a half. When this page was put out. So stuff is being made for the site. On the forum, people have been asking for an Xbox One and PlayStation 4 forum for a long time. Those have still not been put in, but it took only 2 days for the screenplay forum to be put in. After JJ had asked.
So they're
They're capable of doing stuff, but they don't. That's where I'm concerned with.
Yeah. I can see that point.
I understand. Yeah. Yeah. I'm taking a very cynical approach view on that as well. There are tons of things that Rooster Teeth does great with as well.
I mean, one proof that the community is still going strong is that we basically oversell for each RTX.
RTX oversells, yeah. Yeah, RTX oversells. Right now they're doing the extra on stream. There's no business partnerships giving them a huge amount of money right here. That's all stuff they're raising from their community. Yeah, I'm not going to refute the fact that the community's awesome and the community's still there.
It's just the possibility or the future of the community is looking dim.
We're bleaker and bleaker.
I think it's gonna the way that is, and I've seen it on another site. Like people have always there's been a lot of people that post big journals and things about how the site is not very good. And this is a different site I'm talking about, and like
Yeah.
they're gonna move to a bunch of other similar sites, and yet it's still kind of hanging in there and still going very strong for what it is. I feel that what will happen with Rooster Teeth, if it ever gets to a point lower than this, where it's actually a danger that everything could kind of disappear, that's, it would basically, the Rooster Teeth staff would need a direct wake-up call, like if they notice something like that, because they have all these people still watching and enjoying their content, and then it would be really easy if they put forth a direct effort to kind of make a big callback.
Yeah, I agree.
Like they skip 2.0, then they announce on Let's Play and on Rooster Teeth and on the No all at once that they've completely redesigned it.
Yeah, I mean, that would be something, like, amazing, but that's something where I'm not expecting.
Well, at the same time, it's not exactly easy to design a social
No, not at all.
site.
I'm not saying it is.
And I'm in that. I haven't looked at that business page, but I'm sure that's a very easy WordPress drag and click.
Yeah, it's a very fancy page, but at the same time, it wouldn't take too long. Like, that's something that maybe a college person as their project would turn in.
Yeah,
it's very fancy. I couldn't do anything close, but it still seems.
I could do some of the stuff. The only thing I don't think I could do is like the product integration thing. Don't even drop down. I believe I could. I think I could do most of us. It would take me about a week to do, given all the image and stuff beforehand. But it's something that it's able to be done.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with I mean, at the same time, they can be helping or I guess I can see where you're coming from when it comes to the PS4 and the Xbox One forums that people have probably been requesting for months now.
It is interesting also when a lot of the people I think are focused, big percentage of the staff are focused on the production of videos, editing of videos, and other things like that. And then we have Adam, the tech person, and then Barbara, the community manager. And it doesn't seem like there's a whole big section of the staff that is devoted to the upkeep of the site. Like Adam is probably and is running on a constant basis just to keep the site going and not crashing.
Yeah, and then there's Barbara, whose majority of her work is probably going into RTX, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, hear on the podcast on how stressed she is 2 months out from RTX and planning this and planning that. She's a community manager, but yeah, that's the biggest community event.
Yep.
She's the RTX coordinator.
Caleb's
job is more like, okay, Achievement Hunter, somewhat stuff. He replies on the site and stuff.
He does a lot of stuff when it comes to the community hunters and any type of community-based challenge or video challenge or anything like that. He was a judge when I did the holiday challenges thing with them, and that's how I first met Amanda or Miss Geeky Kitty or Phantom Rose on the site. Well, people on YouTube and Twitch. I'm explaining to those people.
My brand is going on Twitch. Oh God. Forgot about that.
And eventually YouTube.
Why did I do that now? That was a bad time to do it.
I'm gonna upload the stream, especially if it saves all of it, but it's gonna be its own thing. The chances of it seeing, kind of little. I mean, even for popular channels, live streams, the entirities aren't watched very often. It's hard to say.
Oh,
I mean, I could take that as a highlight if you ever wanted to do something like that. Who knows?
No, don't do it. My segment, do not put that as a highlight. Please do not put it as a highlight.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I can link you stuff, and I can get better things on where I was just reading off my thoughts. I wasn't even, like, thinking about it. That one post, the first post I had, took me an hour to write, because I'm like, how much do I want to write, and how much do I want to include, and how much do I want to not include? Because I had the thing like 3 times that length.
Well,
and then I'm like, I can cut this back, and I can cut this back, and I can cut this back, because so many things have been said before that are broken with the site. But my main point there was to argue that, like, If you looked at the prior posts on the page, they were
Spend
complaining that
equal time to the business page as you would the forums and things of that nature.
not even that, but they were complaining, why are people still paying money for basic, like, editing posts? Someone wanted to edit posts, like, oh yeah, I forgot I have to be a sponsor to do that. Why? And then
I guess it's hard
So,
to
like-
hard to if you wanted to make a sponsorship, an incentive. You want to offer something that actually makes you want to go for and pay for it.
exactly. And what they're saying is, I'm gonna read the post because I'm right on the site. These are also like some of the oldest members of the site. This is like a older forum, so this is the middle ground. The average posting, like the average login date or like sign up date is 6 years before I joined. Is the average posting date.
Wait, what?
They're like the average sign up date. Yeah, Izzy is the actual.
No, I don't know what
person.
that means. Where are you
Well,
getting
the average person that someone signed up in was 8 years ago. So if of all the members that are still posting, the average amount of time, like the average sign up date was 8 years ago.
I'm done for. There's no way I can escape.
These are old members of the site. These are site members who have been around like the entire time. Izzy's
Chaos
so I
died.
said-
I'll be
Sneak up
lucky.
with-
I'll be lucky if I get out of this fight. I can jump. I just need to make it to my pilot seat, but that's not gonna happen. I'm fucked.
Yeah, I'm gonna read the post that happened. So,
Oxygen.
7-month break.
So what's the point about karma not being
That's
like?
different
Why
than
is that?
option.
Why is that a bad thing that it's
I'll
not
get to the
really?
karma thing because the karma thing was a completely different thing. Izzy says, okay, I'm gonna go to the first thing.
How
More
long
than 6
ago?
months without a
How long
post.
ago
I'm
were
just
these
gonna read-
posted?
This was the things that I just said was 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
So here's what I'm gonna read off this conversation. This was on the most posted thread on the site. So more than 6 months without a post. It was actually 7 months.
How do
So,
you know that?
that's almost
Where
saddening.
does it state that it's the most one, or is it just one?
The
that
top
you
forum
noticed?
thread, the forum thread with the most posts. If you go to top forum threads, this is still the number one. Let's Be Friends is approaching, but this one is at 206,000, almost 207,000. It's at 206,899.
This run is completely ruined now. I have
It
no
is the
weapons
most
to
posted
defend
on thread in the
myself.
entire site. So
Where's the top ones?
if you go to the forum page, top right, it says top forums. It's the first one, the middle ground.
Forum page.
In the top right corner it says top forums.
I don't see that. Oh, top
You're on the main
forum
forum
topics?
page. Up in the way, like, it says filter below -5, view watch list, mark all as red, top forum topics.
They're catching up quite fast.
Shadow, you're about to die. You're dead.
Am I?
I
Nope,
would say
you're
that
alive,
their
barely.
Oh.
thread would
Theirs
catch
is
it
about
within.
to pass it. Theirs will pass it within the next month. Easily.
Oh,
Because last time I
Danny
checked, theirs was
boy,
third.
The pipes.
2 weeks
the
ago, theirs was third.
pipes are calling.
Let's Be Friends will pass it. I will not be surprised.
From
A band above you.
to
I
If you
like
go to
that.
6896, that's where my post is.
Where's
But if the
forum
conversation
thread?
is,
From
it says,
sea
man, it says
to
more than 6 months without a post, it's almost saddening.
sea.
Yeah, it's hard when we've all brought our conversations beyond the website. There's not much interaction here anymore. Most of us, I talk to you on Facebook and Skype and stuff. Why would you bother talking here as well? I guess you could give the thumbs up or thumbs down here. There's that. Or perhaps you could pay a subscription to get basic site functionality like editing my posts or having a fucking smiley face.
And
Also,
that
only
will
a
do
limited
it
time
for
editing, where
my.
on Facebook we can all edit whenever.
That will do it for my faster
There
than
isn't
light
much reason to
run.
stay anymore. We're being up to date with strategic releases and all that. I don't really think
decided
that's
to
there
end
to
it
blame.
here.
I just think you found more convenient ways to interact in this broken, money-grubbing site. Yeah, one thing that like I responded to in this was, hey, you're